Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of I'm King Ginger Live. And today, I have for you the future of entertainment, the future of media, the future of Hollywood, the future of independent filmmakers. The future is at hand. It has happened, and it is called Seedance 2.0. I have been blown away. My timeline is filled with nothing but this industry shaking revolution, which I would argue is the biggest shift in media. I will say this. It's the biggest shift in media we have seen since the dawn of the printing press. Like the invention of the millennium. I think we have surpassed it. It has only just begun, Play Skull. That is right. It has only just begun. And we're in, it's hard to imagine, you have to understand, we are in the dial-up internet stages of this revolution. Remember when you had dial-up internet, you first got it in your home, you cut it on, you logged on, and then you found out about Napster? And then, or IRC channels, I guess, would probably be more close to the dial-up. And you could download an MP3 through an IRC channel. And it would take you like 2 hours to download one IRC channel. It would take you one MP3 from an IRC channel. And you would get your MP3. And it was like a revolution. Like, you've never heard of anything like this before. And suddenly the recording industries were completely freaking out. Everybody was freaking out. Everybody was going nuts over anti-piracy and all this sort of stuff. But eventually that got us to where the market corrected, and we have Spotify and YouTube Music. We can listen to any song we want at any time. In some way, it's reduced the gatekeepers that sort of prevent us from from being able to really do whatever we want to do. So I'm going to get into it. We're going to talk about Seedance. What is Seedance? Seedance is actually TikTok, the company ByteDance. ByteDance is a company that started TikTok. This is their image generation software, and I have bookmarks to go through today. Do not worry. We're going to watch some incredible content. And when you watch this, you can complain about it all you want. You can complain about the quality. You can say it's not as good as, whatever. You can sort of make those arguments, but you have to keep in mind that this is day one. This is day one. So first, let's start off with some doomsday action for all the Marvel fans. All the Marvel fans out there. You are good. Look, count my words. There are people that are going to figure out. They are going to make Doomsday completely with AI before Doomsday comes out. This is the first minute and 27 seconds of what that will look like. Now, again, when we watch this, you have to keep in mind, this is day one. This is in beta. This is the first version of this. You have to think past today. You have to look 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road. What is this technology going to be able to do? And I think it's a radical shift. Let's check this out. Okay, this is, I don't know what this is. I don't know if it has a name for this, but okay, just watch it. Fixing my audio real quick. Oh, your audio. Is your audio muted? Can you hear that? Okay, no, it's not muted. Okay, sorry. Let's go back. All right. All of this music is AI generated too. So the music, the voices, you'll be able to tell from the voices, but Tony Stark and Captain America. That unbelievable man. You'd think this is a trailer, almost, if you didn't know any better.
After all these years.
Definitely with the voice acting. That needs some work.
Still hiding behind that shield. Pretending it can stop
Lip syncing's
what's
kind of off.
coming.
Then you know exactly why I'm about to tear it down.
You think this will end like the others, Steve?
Spider-Man
No.
on the ground.
You have never
Guys!
faced doom.
How are you not excited about this?
And when you do, everything you stand for ends.
Doesn't change what happens next.
Have it your way, Cap.
Guys. Okay, listen to me. There's a million complaints. There's a million complaints you could have about this, right? You could say, well, the voice acting looks like trash. The lip sync isn't entirely up and running. The voice acting sounds fake and canny and tinny. It doesn't sound like there's real emotion. That is going to change. It is look, listen, this is day one. Do you not understand what is happening here? I want you all to abandon your dispensationalism for 1 minute, even if you're a dispensationalist, become a postmillennialism, and just look 3 months into the future and understand that the entire filmmaking game has completely shifted. It's completely changed. Like, this is, like, we're past Uncanny Valley, okay? AI can make a movie better than Christian entertainment, faith-based films can. We're past that stage. So we've moved past, like, trauma videos. We've moved past Christian movies. We're out of Uncanny Valley. We're into, like, the ability to actually produce, like, decent short films that can be riveting. And this is day one. This is only 2.0 of Seedance, man. This is one half a step. So the publicly available model is Seedance 1.5. And by the way, if you're listening to me, hold on. Listen. Hey, if any of you guys out there have one of them Seedance developer codes that can kind of get me in, if you want, listen, if you got one, hey, can you give me one? Can you pass one on? Can you pass one of them Seedance? Can you pass one of them Seedance developer access to me, please? Can I get a Seedance code, please? Can I get us? We'll work for AI credits. I will work for AI credits. Listen to me. Yes. Send me super chat so I can buy AI credits. Yeah, right. It's like, this is insane. This is day one. Let's go through some more of this. This is unbelievable. Although I think I question why Spider-Man is flying like this. But let's check this out. I mean, let's see if I can get. Look at the look at the detail of this. Look at the detail of this. His suit. I mean, this is. Like I said, I don't think Superman flies quite like that. But this is just. I mean, look, it gets reflections, the lighting in his eyes as he turns his head. It's kind of a little spotty, a little rough. Oh, that was the light reflecting off that car. So he goes by that car, and then boom! Oh man! Like, do you guys understand what is going on in the world? Can you see this? All right. I have some legal theories too, that I think is worth checking out. But before that, the Door Brothers released an entire 3-minute film that with Seedance, and we absolutely have to watch it. We absolutely have to watch this whole 3-minute thing. If you're paying attention, please pay attention to this. This is super critical. The ability, they did this in one day. Basically said, hey, let's make a multi-million-dollar blockbuster short film in one day. And this is what they came up with.
I'm really busy. Can you get Sophia today?
What? No, I have a meeting. I can't.
Oh, shit. Fine.
Now, they said everything here is AI generated. So even the voice acting, which isn't terrible in this, it's decent and passable. Whereas I think the Marvel thing we just saw is not.
What
But
is being called a geomagnetic storm. This is a phenomenon caused by a massive
Information as it comes available. Stay tuned to this channel for continuous coverage.
I want you to notice something really quick too, for those of you guys not in the filmmaking world. The absolute Play School says not just the voice acting. They said that the actress model is AI generated. Everything about this is AI generated. This whole thing is insane. So one thing to, like, for those of you guys that, one of the problems of filmmaking, AI filmmaking in the past has been that there's scene continuity. In other words, you would make one clip and then you would make another clip and it would look completely different. And it was very hard to keep everything sort of like looking the same. Seedance allows you continuity between scenes. So you can do one scene, you can do multiple shots within that scene, then move on to a different scene and take the actress or whoever the model for the main character is and move them into a different scene. So you actually have very legitimate and plausible scene continuity. This is an incredible feat. I just got to point something out because I don't know if you guys are listening to this with headphones on, but I am. And that car that came on the right side was right side. Car that came on the left was left side. Like, guys, this is great. And they might have mixed that late in post, but remember, they did this all in one day, so they got sound mixing in there in one day. It's crazy. By the way, if there's an EMP storm, you're not going to be able to drive a Cybertruck. One line.
Sophia! Mom! I love you. I'm on my way. I need you to hide. Get underground.
Crazy. This is insane. That's an insane. Like, this is insane. Are you guys paying attention to how crazy this is?
Good morning, Sleeping Beauty. Why don't you get the president on the phone?
We have her.
I'll be right there.
Okay, guys. I'm about to seriously lose my mind. I'm seriously about to lose my mind. And look, it's animation too. It's animation too. Look at that. Look at this. I'm playing it again. The volume was low. Like, you cannot tell me that stuff is AI. CC Grove says, gotta love the roar of the engine on that Cybertruck. Do you think they have a turbo on that thing? A blast pack for the exhaust? Hey, chill out, man. This is only day one. This is still 2.0. like it's not going to get everything right, but it doesn't have to. It doesn't have, like, I didn't even notice the engine sounds until you said something. I don't mind the weird inconsistencies and problems of this sort of stuff, because we are just like 5 years from now, none of this is going to be a problem. I probably said last year, mistakenly, and I repent, that the quality that we have with Seedance right there, it'd probably be about 5 years, and we got it it's February still of 2026. Okay, like 6 months from now, 1 year from now, 5 years from now, this is not the innovation on this stuff is not gonna stop. It's not gonna stop. It doesn't matter. Like, it does not matter. It's not gonna stop. And so this, listen, there were actors who were very upset when the talkies came about. Silent film actors very upset when the talkies came about. There were people who were very upset when things went from 480 to widescreen, right? 4:3 to widescreen. They're really upset. There's always going to be people that hang on to the way things are, and film studios are the same. The Recording Industry Association fought so hard legally to challenge MP3s and CD burning and downloading peer-to-peer file, all this sort of stuff. They spent so many years fighting against that, and they didn't spend any time trying to figure out why people were doing that in the first place, and they didn't realize that piracy is a distribution problem. And this is one of the challenges I think that Disney has with and Lucasfilm, Star Wars, because when you create a market that is hungry for your content and you cannot compete, you put out one movie and it costs $100 million, and you put out another movie and it costs $200 million, and you do this every 2 years, you can't compete with the hunger that your market has created for people. It's and so Chris Michael Panathan on Facebook says, that was me with vinyl and then cassettes. I was always behind the times. Yeah, but like, here's the thing that people like, well, you can look at this and go, oh man, nobody's going to do traditional filmmaking anymore. It's just not true. Like, that's always going to, like, it's not going to go anywhere. Like, cassettes are making a comeback. Vinyl is, I think like there was a a record vinyl sales like last year for some. It might have been Taylor Swift. Like she broke a vinyl sales record, like all-time vinyl sales record. So there's always going to be the desire for throwback media. But what is important to note here is, as an independent filmmaker, you don't need Hollywood anymore. You don't need Hollywood anymore. You don't need entertainment studios deciding who the filmmakers are anymore. You don't need to have discussions about your political ideology and whether you're going to be a great representative for some liberal Marxist sort of mentality before they give you a job, because they need you to be a good spokesperson. And if they go to your Twitter and they see you endorse Trump, or you said something, you said a racist joke when you were a kid, you can't be a major filmmaker anymore. Right? So all of that is gone. It's gone. All the power, it's power to the filmmakers, power to the individuals, power to the individual creators. If you can spend $5,000 to $10,000 in AI credits, and you're going to spend $5,000 to $10,000 in AI credits now, you're not going to do that 5 years from now, because you're going to be able to make blockbuster movies on the free plan. Do you understand? 5 years from now, you're going to make blockbuster movies on the free plan. Like, that's exactly what's about to happen. It's the massive shakeup. And now, Seedance, of course, has been hit with all sorts of insane cease and desists from every major film studio, from Paramount to Netflix to Disney, Marvel and Lucasfilm, all under Disney. Like they woke their lawyers up at 3 a.m. and said, "You guys send the cease and desist now." That's exactly what they did. But here's the thing: I'm gonna propose a legal argument that the team at ByteDance is welcome to use, and that is, I do not think AI is a threat to intellectual property any more than your child sitting at the piano who learns how to play Star Wars theme is a threat to Disney. If Disney were to send a lawsuit because your child played the Darth Vader march on the piano as he learned from ear, by playing by ear, if Disney were to send your child a lawsuit or a cease and desist because of that, it would be absurd. And I think this is sort of the difference that we need to talk about. This is the difference between copyright infringement versus public domain properties and what is in the public consciousness. Because if you guys remember, George Lucas was a very big fan. He was a huge fan of people making fan films, right? Fan films was a big part of really what created the Star Wars fan base, and actually in return made the Star Wars fan base a valuable IP. So when you have, this is how you make pop culture. You make pop culture by creating movies and stories that people want to pretend to live in that world. The kids want to pretend that they're Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They want to dress up. They find a stick and they think it's Donatello's staff, right? Or they attach 2 sticks to a piece of string and think they're Michelangelo. You don't send cease and desist to children who are playing in the world in which you've created. And I think the public consciousness of entertainment, this needs to be the discussion, because my position, I think, is the more your original IP is out there, it's in the world, it's being made, it's being created by others in their fan film versions, their Lego stop motion films that they make in their bedrooms. All of these things help add value to the IP. That's exactly That's exactly what happened. Like, this is exactly what happens. And so suddenly you're going to get all these, I promise you, you're going to get doomsday movie, AI stuff galore. It's going to go nuts before doomsday comes out. And the result of that will not be people not wanting to see doomsday. People are going to want to see doomsday, and they're going to go, which one of the fan films nailed it? Because there's going to be value to the original. There's always going to be value to the original. So if you're a filmmaker, I would not be afraid of this. I would not be nervous. I would not be stressed out. I would not be freaking out about this. This is the future. And this is for you. You can make whatever story you want. And you don't need Angel Studios to sign off on it. You don't need Angel Studios' permission. You don't need the guild's permission. You can just make things. And this is, I cannot stress this enough. Christian, we have to absolutely full on embrace this technology. The Christian filmmakers needs to be the ones that are rising up and telling the stories, and they're not making church slop for Angel Studios. They're not making church slop for the Wonder Project. They're not making church slop for all these organizations. They just need to make great content. They just need to focus on telling good stories. You don't need permission anymore. So don't ask. Just make stuff. Like, this is, like, we are at the verge of a revolution. We're at the verge of a revolution. Yes. I'm going to tell you right now. Listen. As soon as I get that Seedance, that Seedance access, I am making a documentary on the pirates who don't do anything and their fall to socialism and welfare. It is happening. That short film is absolutely happening. I have it in my head. It is going to happen. And Phil Vischer can cry and complain about it all he wants. It's absolutely going to happen. As soon as I get access, just give me access. So, listen, we are at a monumental time. Look, I'm going to tell you, I'm all in on this tech. I'm all in. I've been watching it. I've been studying it. I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about the legal ramifications of it. I like all of it. And I don't care about the respect of Hollywood. I don't care about the respect of major film studios. I don't care about respect of the red carpet or the glitz and glamour of the red carpet. I want to see Hollywood fall. I want to see them fall. They have stopped too many talented artists from making incredible entertainment and telling stories for far too long. And it's over. It's over for them. It's over for them. And I won't lose sleep over it. I'm not going to lose sleep over it. I am so excited about the future of filmmaking. We are at a time that is legitimately unbelievable. So let me see if I can find some more Seedance stuff in my in my feed. By the way, if you're watching right now, if you're watching on X or whatever, just share this episode for me, promote it, and get it out there. I'm gonna look to find some more Seedance stuff. We're gonna just browse. We're just gonna be in awe of everything that's possible. So is that Seedance? I think this is Seedance. Let me make sure. I don't want to play something that yeah, okay. Maybe it is. We'll assume it is. It's kind of hard to tell anymore.
Ninja Turtles,
mean, guys. I mean that music for sure is going to get you copyright strike. Let's see. Okay, this is AI. Oh, that's Tom Cruise as Mike Myers. Let's see. Let's go to Captain America versus Batman. The chat says to look for Captain America. Captain America, Batman. I did see this. I thought I bookmarked it actually because here it is. Here it is. Oh man, get ready, get ready, get ready, chat. Oh my goodness. Oh, that was a weird cut. That was weird. I think somebody's credits ran out. Some of these cuts are hard cuts.
I can do this all day.
That voice actually sounds pretty good. Who doesn't want to see DC versus Marvel in a movie, man? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
I've got friends too.
Make the stuff the lawyers won't let you make, man. Yes. Oh man. First off, the fact that we don't have that yet is an absolute tragedy, and both let's just say both DC and Marvel are leaving billions on the table. CC Griff says, I want to see DC and Marvel versus the Tick. Make them all. You can make them all. There's nothing stopping you from doing this. there's nothing stopping anybody. Like you could do whatever you want. Man, oh man, dude, chat. Do you not understand what we're witnessing? Right before our eyes. It's absolutely incredible. I just insanely blessed to live in this time where we get to sort of see these sort of the world changing right before our eyes. Talking about AI now. Okay. I found that after a while, Facebook just stops recommending your live video, so you have to reshare it. You have to reshare it midstream to kind of boost it back up again. So if you're watching right now on Facebook, be sure to share the video, retweet it. You have to reshare it midstream enter the chat. Yeah, I mean, look, the stuff is crazy. I mean, what we're about to experience is nothing the world has ever seen. Let's see what else I can find here on Seedance. I could watch this stuff all day. And if this doesn't excite you, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I saw, you know what I saw? Let's let's there was a here we go. This is a thread I saw of a debate that was happening. So this is the video we saw, and it says generated with Seedance 2.0 from a single prompt. Hollywood isn't the future of filmmaker, creators are. The future of filmmaking creators are. I completely agree with that. So this guy responds and says, "You aren't a creator. You just type words into a prompt. 4-year-olds can do what you did." This is such a misconception. This is such a smooth brain, low IQ misconception when it comes to AI. Prompting is hard. It is difficult. And if you've spent time with people who do this, it is not as simple as just typing a sentence and getting feedback. The prompts are insanely complicated. So being able to do something with one prompt isn't the same as saying I did something by just typing one sentence. So you aren't a creator. You've just typed words into a prompt. 4-year-olds can do what you did, LOL. And he responded by saying, try creating one then. And he says, why? If you own the tool, it's easy. Don't need to test it out. The fact you think it takes any talent is why you AI bros are clueless on what makes a film great. Not everyone has a taste, but still I agree with him. Try it to see if that's easy. Not sure you would do great. I know I would, because a 4-year-old can do what he did. I'm not going to waste my time. You already waste more time by replying to me. You know you're wrong. That's why you won't prove it. I don't have the programs, and I'm not going to pay for them. Are you that stupid? So it's unbelievable. The sort of smooth brain sort of argumentation there. When it comes to prompting, let me just, if you're a filmmaker, if you're an animator, if you're watching this, let me encourage you. Prompting is going to be as important as knowing how to use Photoshop and Adobe Premiere. It's not going to be something where you just type a sentence and it just makes whatever was in your head. It's not going to read. Prompting isn't mind reading. Prompting is a skill. It revolves a lot of work and processes and structure to make sure that you are creating that the tool is creating what you want it to. Just because I have a hammer and I have a nail doesn't mean that nail is going to go in straight. It doesn't matter how expensive the hammer is. Even if I have a power tool, there's still a skill that's required to learn how to use it properly. So it doesn't matter. The tool is not replacing the human. I think that's the sort of fear that there's not going to be a need for any humans anymore. And that's just not the world God made. That's just not the world God made. And you can be mad about it, and you can waste time, and you can complain, and you can be a boomer who still has a flip phone in 2026. You can be that person, but it's going to severely impact your productivity, and it's going to damage your ability to be able to provide for your household. I was having a discussion on LinkedIn today. Austin says, why are you not in TikTok? Because every time I post something on TikTok, it doesn't get any views. And in order to live stream on TikTok, I have to have 10,000 followers. So I haven't figured out how to get 10,000 followers on TikTok. But if you want, you can follow I'm King Ginger on TikTok. Be happy to have you on there. Have you follow me. Occasionally I put shorts up from these clips on TikTok, but I haven't got anything to really take off and to sort of grow to the point where I can get 10,000 and then I can live stream. But one day I do plan on live streaming on TikTok. I just haven't got to 10,000 yet. So that's why I can't live stream professional setup to TikTok without 10,000 followers. That's why. There was a discussion on LinkedIn today. That discussion was about if you make something with AI, do you tell someone AI created this, I made this, and then I used AI? Like, how do you go about that? I responded, I don't think that question is going to be relevant in the future. I don't like any more than if you watch a movie and you go, what microphones did they use for this, or what cameras do they use? There's always going to be people that wonder, the people that are in the world wonder, but for the most part, nobody. It's going to be assumed that you used AI to make stuff. This is inevitable. Like the Thanos snap has already happened. Do you understand? When we're talking about AI, the Thanos snap has already happened. It's over. It is over. I talked to developers, and just over the course of the past 3 months, every developer I know have switched to exclusively coding with AI. I mean, like the shift in programming and development has been so insane that it's not possible to fathom. And it's not that developers are losing their jobs. They've just 100x their output. And yeah, a lot of developers are going to lose their jobs, but it's the ones that are going to lose their jobs are the ones that are not proficient in how to code with AI. You talk to developers and they would spend days working on 100 or so lines of code or a few hundred lines of code, and AI does it in seconds. And then it checks for bugs, and then it pushes the code to GitHub, and then it's unbelievable. Like the world has shifted so much, and the only thing I can tell you is you get dedicate time to this. This is not a joke. The people that are going to lose their jobs are the people that don't understand what's happening, or the people that are on AI on Facebook, right? The people who are on Facebook complaining about AI and spending hours in debating whether or not it's good for the world, or whether AI is going to take over, or whether there's going to be universal basic income, all this sort of nonsense. You're just lost in those. Sure, valid question, universal basic income. I'm sure we're going to talk about it on the show at one point, how stupid it is, but you're wasting time. You need to focus on how to prompt. You need to know how to learn to prompt. Like that was the thing, right? Learn to code. You got to learn to prompt. If you're a filmmaker, learn to prompt. Like you do not rest. Austin, you said you have 1,400 followers and a live stream all the time. Well, every time I try to live stream on TikTok, it tells me I need 10,000 unless they've changed it. If they've changed it, I will stop streaming on Rumble, and I will switch to streaming on TikTok, because I've been on Rumble. Nobody watches me on Rumble. So I will replace Rumble with TikTok. I'll have to try that out. Off stream. You got me. You can help. Send me a message, and then we'll get streaming. We'll get streaming on TikTok next time. You know what? You give me streaming on TikTok. I'll do this whole stream all over again just on TikTok, man. Yeah, but send me a Facebook message, dude. Thanks, I appreciate that. So, man, Kick Chat is active, guys. So actors have a new avenue in live entertainment. Imagine using AI and stagecraft together live in front of a studio audience. Yeah, man. I think using AI, like live AI, is going to be crazy. I think you can kind of see the beginnings of it with like the Burnt Peanut. If you guys follow the Burnt Peanut on I think he's on Twitch. But if you watch clips of the Burnt Peanut, it's not really AI. It's, just a 3D model, and his lips are. But just imagine that times 100. That's coming. I saw, someone sent me a way to basically live stream and snap your fingers. I can completely change my character on live. That's going to happen. It's going to be incorporated in, you're right, it's going to be incorporated into live stage shows. It's going to be incorporated into a lot of different things. CC Groves just sent me something. Let's pull this out. See what this is. All right, we're going to it. Oh, this is terrible. This is one of the negatives of AI, which is still, I guess, still important to talk about. I'll share it. Meta has patented an AI that can keep a deceased person's account active and running, posting, messaging, and video calling by using their behavior from past data. That is, you're right. That's AI necromancy. Look, listen. Pornography is evil. Pornography is gross and disgusting, but I would not make the argument that because the internet is filled with rampant pornography, that the internet is of no value. And so I think the same case could be made with AI. There's going to be a lot of evil with AI. I promise you. There's going to be a lot of evil. I think there's going to be this year, I think there'll be legitimate news stories that are the result of AI. So I really think that's going to be the case. Thanks, Austin. Well, I'll connect with you after stream. There's going to be a lot of terrible. There's going to be a lot of terrible things that happen as a result of AI. But that is not a reason. That's even more reason for Christians to get involved and conservatives to be involved and to be investing money and to be investing capital and really launching this thing into new heights. Like we should be the leaders of this thing right now. It shouldn't be Sam Altman. The only reason Sam Altman is the head of AI is because Christians and conservatives didn't invest that capital and build that thing out, and they didn't have the foresight because they were waiting for the rapture to come at any moment, and they weren't building out the technology that's going to be for their grandchildren. We don't do it. We don't do it. We got the printing press. That is what Christians did technologically. We got the telegraph Morse code. We got that. We got transatlantic cable. We got that. And then we just stopped. We were innovating. We were building all this tech. We were traveling the ocean with boat technology that was brand new and never discovered before. And we were able to travel from England to America. We risked our lives to do so. We got over here. We discovered, we became pioneers of agriculture, of tobacco, and we made millions of dollars off of all this stuff. And then suddenly we just stopped and said the rapture is coming. And we didn't continue to build and invest and to grow stuff. It doesn't make any sense. Why? And then whenever we see some sort of new technological innovation, our first instinct is to say, well, that looks like the mark of the beast. That's some Nikolai Carpathian stuff going on right there. And it leaves us behind. We're completely disconnected from technological innovation because we don't have a worldview that thinks forward. And I know this. Listen, I've spoken to hundreds of Christian investors over the past 6 years, hundreds, and they all, I'm telling you, they all think like the world is going to end tomorrow. They don't invest in stuff that's going to benefit their grandchildren. They don't invest their capital unless they get a return as soon as possible. They don't invest in anything risky. They're the most low risk people I've ever seen. They only invest their money through donor advisor funds where they can get nonprofit tax write-offs because they don't they have a fear that they're going to just lose money in the business, and you are going to lose money when you invest. That's exactly what happens when you invest. That's the expectation. But you invest because you're trying to make the world a better place, and you want Christians to be the ones running the future. That is why you do it. But nobody does that. Nobody thinks like that. The left does. The communists do. The Marxists do. They are spending billions of dollars investing in this tech while conservatives and Christians whine about it. And you're going to lose. You're going to lose the future. We're like everybody's so obsessed right now with politics. Everything has a sort of political left or right sort of viewpoint. And what you need to do is just make good things and invest your money in building things that'll bless everybody, no matter what their political leaning is. That is where we should be, but we're not. We're freaked out over AI. We're cowards. We're scared. We don't like new technology. I talked to a guy. It's true. He was telling me his, how he invests, and I said, well, it sounds like based on that, investment thesis, you wouldn't invest in the Wright brothers airplane. And he said, no, I wouldn't have. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Here's this, this is exactly what happened with electricity, right? I posted a political cartoon. Let me pull it up. I'm sorry. I hope I'm not upsetting you guys, but I'm cooking. I'm cooking. All right, so this is let's see, copy link, paste. Okay, here we go. This is anti electricity cartoon. This is from this is from the time where, electricity was killing everybody. And so there was this fear and this sort of anti-electricity commission that was fearful of sort of what this was having electricity in the streets. And these were some of the political cartoons that were made of people just dead in the streets, horses falling over, everybody dying because there was electricity. And yeah, electricity was dangerous back then. But we kept going. We kept innovating. We created safety standards. We created all these sort of things. And that is like, now everybody uses electricity. Like, you don't see you do still see anti-electricity people. I see them at the Turning Point convention. They got a booth set up, and they sell you like fake stickers that are supposed to block electromagnetic radiation. Like, it just, I mean, you see, but they're grifters. Everybody knows, like, that's a grift, right? Nobody goes, oh yeah, that's serious. Place Call says cars were pretty dangerous. Yeah, look, there were people that were against cars. Here, let me see if I wonder if there's a political cartoon. I don't know. I've never looked for it. Let me see if there's a political cartoon. People against cars, 1900s. Let's see. History of American anti-car protests. Here we go. Let's check this out, shall we? From Bloomberg. All right. A wave of traffic safety activism in the 1970s. So this is 1970s? No, that's not 1970s. In the 1970s helped reshape Dutch streets, but the U.S. had its own anti-car movement earlier, led largely by women. Of course. First came Prohibition, and then when they were done with Prohibition, they uh, look at this. So they're all on bikes. They're cool with bikes. That was 1970s. I want to go towards like the early anti-car demonstrations. 1959, demonstrators blocked the intersection of South Road and 160th Street in Queens, New York. Rush hour pickets continued intermittently for weeks until authorities promised and eventually installed a traffic light. Oh, so that was all just to get a traffic light. Okay. After a coal truck killed 10-year-old, two 10-year-old girls on a play street in East Harlem in February of 1949, mothers blocked the streets at 2 points. So we have had people that were against cars, but the war on motorists, the secret history of a myth as old as cars themselves. So yeah, I mean, like, I wonder if there's like political cartoons though, because those are some of my favorite. Anti vehicle political cartoon. 1905 Grim Reaper. What's going on here? The Reign of Terror. Oh, it's too small to be seen. Hold on. Saitem B says he's watching from 30,000 feet. Congratulations from escaping communist Cuba, Sai. What is going on? Okay, sorry, it's being weird. Here we go. Anti automobile cartoon. Killed by auto. I assume matado por un auto means killed by auto too. The man killers are all the people lining up to get their driver's license from the Bureau of Public Works. And then, of course, the car just leaves a pile of dead bodies. This was in the Philippines. Okay. So, see, look, it doesn't go. It doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't go like these people are long forgotten. Technology always prevails. Technology always wins. Like that is the way things work. That's just the way things go. I don't know what to say other than that. Like that's just how it is. And so let's see. Man, YouTube chat is dead today. Did they even push it out? What is going on, YouTube? This is all I'm asking is that you don't be these guys. When you look at AI, do not be the anti-car people. Do not be the anti-electricity people. Do not be the anti-factory, anti-industrialization people, because you always are on the wrong side of history. You're on the wrong side of history. It's just 100% true that you will not come out on the other side of this victorious, proving that AI was a failure, because it's not going to be a failure. It's the single most important technological innovation we've had since the Industrial Revolution, probably since the printing press. It is that important. It is that critical. And I just, you need to understand, Christians are always last. At least we've been last since the rise of dispensationalism. We've not been at the forefront of technological innovations. We only know how to invest in B2B SaaS businesses, super low risk sort of stuff that at the end of the day is sold to Facebook, Amazon, Netflix, or Google. And then at the end of the day, our grandchildren are left with nothing. So I'm asking you, if you're paying any attention to me right now, when you see do not be lured into these sort of stupid time-wasting debates about whether or not AI is going to be a problem. Because I'm gonna tell you, it's going to be a problem. It's just a matter of fact. AI is going to be a problem. The question is not if it's going to be a problem. The question is, how are you going to use it so it's not a problem for you? Because that's what's going on here. Like there is no technological curse on building things anymore. The Tower of Babel, everybody got together. They built a tower to God, and God punished them and separated their languages and divided them. And then at Pentecost, what happened? Christ returned back into heaven. The Holy Spirit fell on the earth. Everybody began speaking in each other's languages. And that curse of Babel was reversed. And ever since that moment at Pentecost, we've been able to build and innovate as much as we want. So on one hand, yes, I believe that I know the Bible tells us that the Tower of Babel was this societal curse that separated people into separate languages. But I think also that it was a technological curse on the land in terms of communication. And then once that curse was lifted, we got the printing press, we got the telegraph, we got the transatlantic cable, we got wireless, we got internet. We've been able to communicate with anybody in any language. All you got to do is click a button on your social media app and you can read any language that somebody says. And that's going to go, like, it's just going to go farther away. People always tell me, they'll always say, well, what about the Tower of Babel? I think AI is like the Tower of Babel. It's like, well, what are you talking about? There's an International Space Station higher than the Tower of Babel ever was, thousands of miles above the Earth. Maybe not thousands, but miles above the Earth. There's an International Space Station where people are speaking different languages on that ship, and several countries are coming together, and it's way higher than the Tower of Babel ever was. So I do not believe the curse of the Tower of Babel is still in effect. I don't believe it for a minute. And I think this mentality of anytime people come together and build something that blesses the world, we're suddenly harking back to the Tower of Babel curse. It keeps Christians on the back burner, completely ineffective and unable and cowardly, non-risk takers. That's exactly what happens, and it's just bad theology, and it's a disaster, and I hate it. So yeah. So anyway, I think. Well, let's see what the chat has to say. I missed a lot of stuff in the chat, so. Prompting is coding using natural language. If people want to create high art with it, they have to know the art of directing, cinematography, and acting. There are subtleties and nuances that you have to prompt if you want full control of what AI can create. That's how you become the cream of the crop in AI prompting. Actors have a new avenue. I read that one. One of the reasons I'd want to let it make a Sylvie and Bruno movie is that all the weird quirks and non-object permanence would just fit with the story. Carol even points out the confusion of some characters as they walk through the Fey realm and find things out of place or doors and hallways not being where they used to. So, yeah, man, there's a lot of options. I thought about making a collection of llama servers that can play a game of Dungeons and Dragons. I'm looking forward to video games made with Seedance with AI being the dungeon master. That's dude. Look, the world is your oyster now. You know, yeah. Whenever I hear Christians blackpilling on AI, it really makes me sad because they're not going to be able to survive in the future. They're not going to be able to survive. That's just how things work. And so what's up, Billboard Guy 43? Welcome back. So I mean that's just how it is. Like AI is going to take over the world, and you can either learn how to use it, or you can be, you know, someone who never learned how to use a computer because they thought typewriters were going to be around forever. Like that's your option. You know, you can be an actor in a silent film, or you can get good and join the talkies. Like that is the options that you have right now. Billboard Guy 43 says, "What do you think is going to happen when AI takes most of the jobs?" I actually, you know, this is an interesting conversation, but I actually don't think AI is going to take the jobs. There's always going well, let me just I should correct that. AI is going to take jobs, but there's always going to be new jobs. You know, it's like all those poor guys who worked for the calculator factories. You know, like they manufactured calculators, and now everybody has a calculator in their pocket, and you know, Casio is stuck making crappy watches you can buy at Walmart now, right? Like, and they're not making watches. Or I think a better example is TI, right? Like TI was like huge calculator manufacturer, and what did they move into? They moved into manufacturing microchips and processors and stuff like that. So I'm worried about the dollar hyperinflating too. Well, if we get universal basic income, I promise you, the dollar is absolutely going to hyperinflate. Because if everybody's getting $2,000 a month, you know what that means? Everybody's getting nothing per month. That's exactly what it means. If everybody has $2,000, that means everybody has $0, because that's where it starts. Like that's just how it works. And so it's super basic economics. And you know, and so I, you know, I worry about that, but I think, you know, part of me thinks that if AI is sort of, hey, one gift subscription from Billboard Guy 43, gifted the subscription to Sci-10 B. Sci-10 B, welcome to the members group. Thanks for that, Billboard 43. What I was going to say is, you know, I think it might be that things like gold and silver become more valuable as a result of the dollar, like actual as a result of AI. I think like actual tangible physical items that can be traded, handcrafted stuff, handmade stuff is going to become insanely valuable, because it's just going to be so much harder and more difficult to get that. So that would be one of my things. I mean, because I think maybe Bitcoin, but I'm starting to think that at the speed and pace of which things are happening, I think AI might be able to hack Bitcoin at some point, and that'll make it completely useless. It'll just be useless. I think a lot of that drop we saw with the Bitcoin price going from 120 down to 60, I think a lot of that might be fear of AI being used for cryptography, especially as a result of Claudebot. I was watching some YouTube videos about how they're using Claudebot for hacking, building up hacking farms and stuff like that. It's insane. Like I think Nikita Beer posted that like within the next 90 days, AI, I'm sorry, not spam is going to become such a problem that nobody's going to be able to deal with it. And it's going to make Gmail and social media basically unusable. So they're in like an all-out race just to be able to do preventative measures to be able to stop AI. It's absolutely insane. So inflation is always outpacing wages, especially with U.S. so much debt. It makes me worried that a lot of people in the future are not being able to retire, especially if they don't invest. I think I saw Elon post something about the importance right now of getting your money out of retirement accounts and just investing it and stuff. Because I think he's right. Like, I think, like, if you're just like waiting for your 1 to 3% return that's going to be safe, or maybe 5 to 10% return that's going to be safe in a 401k account, and you're missing out on the potential gains of investing in AI companies and AI film and media tech, all this sort of stuff. If you're missing out on that, enjoy that 10%, but you're gonna be poor. A 10% isn't gonna be worth much when everybody else has made billions. And so, anyway, that's my thought on that. Let's Call wants the Social Security money now. Yeah, give me the Social Security money. See, Seagrove says if he doesn't retire, how will he spend his later years on a beach picking up seashells? I have no idea, man. I have no idea. That's a great question. So I'm going to see. Let's look into TikTok Studio. See if I can do that. Let's see. I don't have an option to go live. Let's see. TikTok Live Studio. Maybe that'll do it. Download Live Studio. Maybe that'll do it. Let's download it and see what it says. Why not? Why not? Now the question is, can you run OBS and TikTok Live Studio at the same time? That is the question. John Piper's actually been the absolute most rock solid on AI. His stuff has been phenomenal. I've been really appreciative of John Piper's talks on AI. Actually, let me pull that up. Actually, hold on. Let me finish installing TikTok Studio, and then I'll do it. So, what else is going on in the world today? I'm just obsessed with watching Seedance videos, and I'm totally okay that that's the only thing my timeline. Oh, you haven't heard Piper talk about AI? Hold on, I'm pulling it up. I'm gonna pull it up. Hold on one second. Here we go. This is unbelievable. All right, I should have started the show with this, but here we are.
Had thought that your essence, if you had thought that your essence of humanness in the image of God was your reasoning capacity over an ape or a porpoise, you're in trouble. Because guess what, Chat GPT is smarter than you are and more creative than you are in expressing things in language that is good. It can write prayers better than you can, and it can reason through hard problems better than you can. Therefore, there are people who are going to forsake the faith because they thought to be a human in the image of God was to be a reasoning person over against the animals, and they discovered a machine can do it better than they can. Crisis of faith. This to me is no crisis because of my Christian hedonism. I do not think that my reasoning capacities are my essence. I think the soul's capacity to delight in God is my essence. The soul's capacity to enjoy God. No machine will ever enjoy, period. It will have the language of enjoyment. You can tell it to write a poem of enjoyment, and it will use the language. That machine is not enjoying her. It's not. It never will. Only human beings created in the image of God can enjoy God. Therefore, enjoyment matters. Yes. Affections are who we are ultimately. The end of history, the end of creation is not going to be merely rational creatures thinking rightly about God, little computers. It's going to be people who are so perceptive spiritually of the glories of God that they are full of affections that are appropriate for those glories and can give expression to them. That's what eternity will be.
That's an incredible video, man. I really like that video. So that for sure is important. Why? Oh, why did my OBS crash? Am I back? Am I back? OBS just froze on me. Okay. I think I'm back. Okay. Maybe it's because I'm trying to do this. It's because I'm doing this live studio, so. Yoshi says, is he full circle to Christian hedonism in this video? Kind of where my mind goes. You never left. I don't know what you mean by that, Yoshi. I'm not sure. Trying to get TikTok Studio up, see if it'll let me do something. Let me see if I can get it to. Let's see. Without crashing OBS. I gotta prove I'm not a robot. Oh. Unable to verify. What are you talking about? I've matched up the pictures perfectly. What is going on? Drag the slider to fit. I can't show it to you because it's my login screen, but what is going on? Try it again. Maybe I'm just not good at matching up these circles. Oh my gosh. What is going on? Maybe because I'm live streaming at the same time? Oh my goodness. That's insane, people. That's insane. Hold on. Maybe if I scan the QR code. It still wants me to. Oh my goodness. I am a human. Okay. Okay. Now I'm a human. All right. Get live access. Let me do it. Let me do it. We're going to find out if I can stream on TikTok. We'll see if Austin was correct. Oh, it says I've been approved. Sweet. So your access is extended for 180 days if you go live for 25 minutes twice within the first 14 days. After that, access will auto-renew for another 180 days if you go live for 25 plus minutes at least 3 times. You may lose access due to community guidelines violation or no longer meeting the requirements to go live. All right. Well, okay. It looks like I can do it. Fascinating. Billboard guy, I'm in North Idaho. That is where I am. So that is. It looks like I can go live on TikTok. So I am going to attempt to do that at some point. Go live. Set up your studio. General live. Let's see. Okay. All right. Now it's looking for my camera. All right. All right. How are we going to do this? Oh, okay. So I have to use, okay. Okay. So I'm going to have to go live. Okay. Got it. Okay. Great. Okay. So I'm going to have to go live on TikTok for like an hour and a half, 3 times for 25 minutes each, in order to, unlock the ability to go live through OBS. So not a problem. I can do that. We'll do it with my regular camera and setup. Maybe tonight. So follow me on I'm King Ginger. We'll go live and we'll just get that rolling. We'll get that rolling because I have not had any success from Rumble. Rumble is my worst performing platform that I stream to. Oh look, when Billboard guy gave a gifted subscription, we moved up to 3, so we're almost at the 10. We're 7 away. That's awesome. So I didn't even notice that change. I'm glad that plugin still works. That would have been embarrassing. So yeah, so I think that's what'll happen. I think I'll have dinner, and then I'll go live, and we'll talk about Seedance again later tonight. And we'll get that first 25 plus minutes in on TikTok Studio so we can start going live on TikTok. Cause that'll be awesome. Cause that'll be really fun. So yeah, Rumble has very bring your own viewers. Yeah. So yeah, but all, there's I have a lot of issues with Rumble. The main one is that in order to apply for partnership, you have to pay money per month, $10 a month, and I don't have to apply for I don't have to do that for any other streaming platform. It's based on how many times I stream or how many viewers or subscribers I have. It's very easy to set. I don't want to pay $10 to Rumble and then get denied, and then they just take the $10. Like, it's not a college application. So anyway, it has been fun. It has been great. I will see you tonight. We will get the TikTok stuff starting to roll, and I'll try to have that hour and a half in of streaming on TikTok by the end of the week. And that should be a lot of fun. I'm super excited and pumped about that. We will see you later on tonight.